Good evening, Dr. Carl Balita here. Imagine the world without lawyers. Wow, what a discussion. Ano kaya ang mundo kung walang lawyers? We'll wait for the audience first. Engagement lang muna. Okay, pag-uusapan natin ngayon ang legal profession. No? Kilala nyo ang CBRC for teachers, for nurses, criminologists, etc. Pero gusto ko makilala rin ninyo ang CBRC for lawyers, no? And we'll talk about it. Ayan, ang dami-dami ng audience na ganyan. Sige, may suggestion lang ako sa inyong lahat bago tayo magsimula. Pwede ba pakitag ninyo yung mga graduate ng law o kaya yung mga lawyers na kilala nyo? Paki-shout out ninyo, tawagan nyo, i-forward nyo ang link na to kasi may pag-uusapan tayong mahalaga. I have two of the best lawyers we can find to talk about Imagine the World without lawyers. Siyempre, ang una, nakilala ng marami kong followers, ang ating Secretary of the Department of Agrarian Reform, former Undersecretary of the DILG, and Director of DOTC. Diba? Ganyan yan ha. At di Campanilla to, graduate of naging PM Mayor. Tapos, graduate ka ng law sa...
yung sa masters ko.
Yung sa Philippines muna, sa lawyer.
San Beda and then Arellano.
San Beda, then Arellano Law School, then nag-master siya sa London. University of Notre Dame in London. At ang kanyang specialty ay international law. Diba? At siyempre kasama natin si Dean Dave Aquino ng Dabsu. Okay, sa Tarlac. Si product kasi ng anong school? Arellano University. At siya ngayon ay Dean ng Dabsu. Anyway, question, imagine the world without lawyers. Ano kayang tsura ng mundo pag walang lawyers?
Actually, I think from my point of view, if there would be no lawyers, then there would be anarchy in the world. Anarchy. Although, on the contrary, others are saying that because of lawyers, there is anarchy. But I think that is not true. There is order in this world because of lawyers.
Okay.
But sometimes lawyers are actually being satirically attacked because apparently lawyers, the profession of lawyers is to defend their position at all costs.
Alright.
And because of this, a lot of people would have to hate them because probably they find them as if they are taking advantage or they're being opportunistic when it comes to the problems, woes, and the sufferings of people. But that is the nature.
Ibig sabihin kasi ang lawyers, responsibility nyo na even yung guilty, kailangan yung pagtanggol, gano'n?
We have to, like the Hippocratic Oath of doctors. If you have, let's say, a certain client goes to you and he is a violator of the law, an outlaw, you cannot say, I will not cure you because you are an outlaw. You cannot do that. You have to attend to him.
Okay.
So kailangan, ganun yun eh.
So ibig sabihin ikaw, mayroon po lumapit sa'yo, kailangan niya ng lawyer, tapos i-reveal niya sa'yo guilty siya.
Yeah.
Okay lang yun.
Well, you have to defend him at all costs.
At all costs. Para at least ma-mitigate yung case.
And then you have to make it confidential. You cannot reveal it. That's a privileged communication.
Para sa ano rin. Anyway, Dean, ano naman ang perspective mo doon? Imagine the world without lawyers. Ano kaya mangyayari?
I'm reminded of what Shakespeare said. First of all, let's kill all the lawyers. Because each lawyer approaches a problem unique to his own.
Okay.
So if you have 10 lawyers in the room, they will view a particular issue or problem in 10 different ways.
Okay.
But that's just lawyers being creative and examining each angle of the issue.
Okay.
So some people will think nagugulo lang. Pero hindi. They're looking at their point of view.
So ibig sabihin, ang hirap siguro pag kausap po puro lawyers kasi iba yung point of view. Anyway, baka may mga legal questions kayo, samantalahin na natin ang presence ng paki-monitor nga sa ating admin. Kung may mga legal questions kayo, sasagot kami ng 5 most important legal questions you want to ask our lawyers, our visitor lawyers right here, right now. By the way, you can also follow Jan Castriciones in Facebook. Malakas din at lagi rin siyang nagla-live. Facebook pa din Aquino, wala. Basta kaming dalawa kasi mga public figures. Anyway, how difficult is taking up law? Like, isa sa dig, gano'ng kahirap maging... Kasi maraming nanonood sa atin, pwede gusto nyong teacher kayo, or graduate kayo in any course, gusto nyo mag-lawyer, gano'ng kahirap maging lawyer?
It depends on the person kasi. If the person is disciplined, focused, then yung hirap na sinasabi natin, yung studying law, will not be that bad. Pero if hindi ka sanay magbasa, hindi ka sanay magpuyat, you're not that disciplined, iba ang priorities mo, hindi mo siniseryoso. I just want to be a lawyer just for the fun of it, just because of the title. Medyo mahihirap.
Huwag ka na mag-lawyer.
Kasi it's hard, all hard.
Ayan, ako may gusto kayo magtanong, 4 na taon ang law.
Actually, Carl, you have to take up a collegiate course first. No?
Okay, college graduate ka muna.
And then afterwards, you take up the law course, another 4 years, plus 1 year of preparation for the bar.
Okay.
That is, and then 1 year of waiting. That will be all in all 10 years.
10 years.
To become a lawyer.
To become a lawyer. O kaya kung hindi ka seryoso, huwag ka na mag-lawyer.
Yeah, that's correct.
May request ako ha, tawagin ninyo ang mga tao may legal problem, itag nyo sila para manood sila, bihira ito. Alam ko mapapanood nyo to and hundreds of thousands of people will be able to watch this. Pero, ang gusto ko yung makapagtanong kayo. Okay? Ang importante sa atin makapagtanong. Kasi sabi nga nila, kung walang lawyers, anarchy. Kasi, walang batas.
Yeah, I give you a case in point.
Sige nga, please.
Alam mo, when I was appointed as the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, the first side that really bothered me so much is seeing a lot of farmers putting up their shanties and barong-barong in front of the DAR compound.
Okay.
I was trying to evaluate the reason why. And then I talked to them, incognito that is, not introducing myself as the secretary, incoming secretary of the Department of Agrarian Reform, only to find out that the rallies are being held because their cases have not been resolved.
Okay.
For the longest time. Most of these cases date back as early as 1990. Can you imagine? So, when I made an inventory of all the cases, it turned out that there were around 51,000 cases pending.
Wow.
51,000
Okay,
cases
talagang marami
Kaya maraming nagagalit, nagrarally sa harap ng DAR. So, mga farmers ito ha. So, I talked to them, I gave them a promise that I will be resolving all these cases. And true enough, wala nang nagrarally. Because from 51,000 cases, naging 679 cases.
Galing. Kaya nasabi ng isa, dapat to, naging senador tayong dalawa eh. Hindi nyo kami, hindi kami nanalo, pasensya.
So yun ang sinasabi ko, that's how lawyering is very significant and important to each and every one.
At saka minsan yung simple na nga lang kaso eh. I mean, yung simpleng, alam ba, ako na barangay eh. Ba't ako na barangay kasi yung driver ko tinignan ng masama yung kasambahay ng kapitbahay namin.
Pero bawal ang lawyer sa barangay.
Oo nga, hindi, kaya nga, ibig sabihin tinignan. So, pati ako nadama, tinawag ako. Buti na naayos ko kung nagkataon, magkakaroon ako ng kaso dahil, may kakaroon kami ng kaso, gano'n. May mga tanong na, we want to, lang ha, next time daw, iboboto naman ulit tayo. Hindi, kung tatakbo pa kami. Ayan. Teka lang ha, hanapin natin yung isang tanong. Pwede po kayo magtanong, pwede ba daw kasi kasuhan ng isang piskal dahil laging careless sa pag-issue ng probable cause kahit hindi naman pala dapat?
Actually, there is a procedure.
Okay.
Magpa-file ka ng reklamo laban sa isang prosecutor. Although, before you file the complaint, you have to support it with evidence. And sometimes po, minsan, unfortunately, pag hindi natin nakukuha yung gusto natin, nagreklamo tayo, tapos dinismiss ng piskal, or nireklamo tayo, tapos nag-file ng information sa piskal, nagagalit tayo sa piskal, minsan isipin din natin, ginagawa din nila, minsan trabaho nila. So we have to remove the emotion, put the emotion aside, and tignan natin kung ano ba talagang nangyari? Bakit? Usually, ang mga desisyon ng mga piskal natin, mga prosecutor, ina-explain nila yan sa resolution nila before they file.
Okay.
At saka yung mga abogado nyo, maaari naman sila mag-file ng motion for recommendation sa resolution ng prosecutor.
Tayo daw ang very promising senator they never had.
Anyway, in addition to what they
sige.
said, kasi pwede mong kasuhan ng administrative case yan eh. Yung mga fiscals na yan. you can bring it to the office of the Department of Justice. Dahil under sila sa Department of Justice.
So, administrative case.
Ngayon, kung negligent talaga sila, they can be held liable for that. Kasi meron namang definition when and how to resolve these cases. Ngayon, kung talagang it was with deliberate intention to really have your case dismissed
or nabayaran
despite its merit, nabayaran siya, then definitely pwede mo siyang kasuhan din. Pwede mo siyang ipa-disband, that's another approach. Or pwede mo siyang kasuhan criminally because that can be counted as a criminal liability kapag kunwari talagang deliberate yung pagka-dismiss when despite the fact that the case is actually meritorious.
Yan. Sige, magtanong kayo specific yung question. Kagaya na may question sa estate ng family, hindi clear yung question, mahirapan ako. Yan. Ilang porsyento ng mana pwedeng makuha ng illegitimate child?
Dave.
Ginawa nyo ano to, ano?
Kasi maraming kinukompute.
Ganito yan. Kunwari, yung legitimate child, entitled siya sa one full share.
Okay.
Pag illegitimate child ka, 1/2 of what is the share of a legitimate child.
Okay.
Ganon. Palaging 1/2 ka doon sa full share ng legitimate child.
Pero kinocompute first yung legitimate.
Oo, syempre.
Pag-compute doon.
Kunwari, ikaw, may anak ka na 4. Ang kunwari estate ko is 1 million.
Okay.
Divided by 4. Kunwari.
Ayun yung asawa?
Hindi. That's a separate computation.
Okay.
Separate computation yun. Sabihin na natin, this is kasi meron tayong tinatawag ng mga descendants, no? Yung mga heirs kasi classified into yung parents at saka yung child, no? Ascendants and descendants. As far as the descendants is concerned, to distinguish the share of a legitimate child to an illegitimate child, a legitimate child receives 1 full share of the estate, and then of the estate of its share of the descendants. But the illegitimate child gets 1/2 of the 1 full share of the legitimate child.
So kung sa 1 million, hindi siya divided by 4. Parang divided by 4.5 kung 1 million.
Kunwari, ang share ng isang legitimate child is 250,000 out of the 1 million. Yung kalahati ng 250,000, which is 107.
Kawawa naman siya kasi illegitimate na nga kung hindi pa yung share. Yun ang batas. Pero kung naging senador ka, fair ba yun? Fair ba yun? Under, parang...
Kasi yung issue kasi ng legitimacy. Issue ng legitimacy. Kasi if you would give a full treatment to the legitimate and illegitimate, it is as if you're condoning the illegitimate act of the parent.
Okay.
Di ba?
Next question. Paano i-legitimize yung illegitimate child? Adoption.
Yeah, legitimation.
Okay, legitimation. Dito ako naka-center. Ba't ako hindi naka-center? Ano ba nakikita niyo? Ba't nakikita ko naman, Ronaldin, nakikita ko naman buo. Okay lang naman yung camera, malinaw naman. Yun. Pwede ba daw idemanda ang state or government pag nagkaroon ng road accident dahil walang lamppost and ample signage? Pwede ba daw yun?
Only if the function of the road is proprietary. Kasi pag as a government siya, meron tayong tinatawag mga
responsibility of the state.
Hindi pwedeng idemanda ang state. Yun pala yun.
Pero kung it was exercised in a proprietary function, pwede. Sa US, maraming ganyan.
Okay. Gano'n daw kaganda maging abogado?
Nako.
Yeah.
Alam mo, ito si Dave, dahil sa pagka-abogado niya, ilan ang girlfriend mo, Dave? Joke lang po yun, joke lang. Pero the reality is, if you are a lawyer, you have all the opportunities in the world. You can either enter into different kinds of fields of endeavors. Pwede kang maging professor, pwede kang maging corporate lawyer, pwede kang maging businessman, private, marami. Lahat pwede mong pasukan. Pwede ka sa government, pwede kang maging politician.
Gaano kahirap pumasa sa bar?
Again, it depends on your preparation. Kasi what I tell my students, yung review for the bar starts first day.
Correct. Alam mo, ako, naniniwala ako, if you enroll yourself into a competent bar review center, you have big chances of passing the bar. Kaya si Carl kasi kilala yung kanyang Carl Balita Review Center. Ngayon, he plans to open a review center under Carl Balita Review Center with all their efficiency when it comes to the administration of their review center, and at the same time, the very good competent lineup
Track record.
of teachers and professors, I'm sure that they would have big chances of passing.
Ayan, kaya kung may kilala kayo na mga magbabar, watch out. May i-announce kami very soon. Next, talaga ha. Paano kung may last will and testament at hindi makatanggap ang illegitimate na anak? Makukuha pa rin po ba?
Of course.
Nakukuha. Right ngayon yan.
Palaging entitled yan.
Okay.
Yung deprivation of share, ano tawag mo doon? The moment that by law you are actually entitled to a certain portion, no matter what happens, that cannot lapse, no? You are always entitled, respectable yun, you're always entitled to that share.
Ayan. So anyway, imagine the world without lawyers. Subukan mo makasuhan, wala kang lawyer, yun. Mahirap talaga yun.
Mahirap.
Pero meron ng public attorney's office na mahihirap.
Yun nga. Pero the problem there is, sa sobrang dami, kung minsan hindi na asikaso. Kaya hindi nabibigyan ng quality lawyering na tinatawag. At ang problema dyan kung minsan, dahil sa merong mga tao na they're trying to picture themselves as if they are knowledgeable when it comes to law, kung ano-ano mga piniprescribe nilang solusyon sa mga problema. Meron silang mga programa, but they're not competent to handle cases. That's a big problem.
Yun. So kailangan talaga. At ang lawyers ay may specialty rin.
Of course.
May mga specialty rin. Specialization.
Correct.
Kung sa lupa, may ibang lawyers yun.
Yeah.
Okay? At tax.
Yeah.
Yun, mahirap din sa tax. Napakahirap ng tax. Ako man, minsan, kailangan kung hindi sapat na yung accountant lang. Kasi kailangan makita mo rin yung may
Numbers kasi yun.
legal perspective pa din. Diba? Anyway, so maraming pumapasok na tanong, pero ayoko pong maabala ang ating dalawang lawyers. Gusto ko lang abangan ninyo sa mga susunod na araw. Meron kami magaling na announcement. Pero please lang, kayong lahat, pakibulong nyo na sa mga magbabar review at magbabar exam ngayong darating na November. Watch out because the best lineup is coming out. The best program is coming out.
By the way, did you know that this is Dean Aquino? He has written 145 books.
145 books.
Law books.
Seryoso. Parang 18 years old ka pa lang. So, 4 years ko na. So, ganun karaming law books na nasulat na Dean Aquino. Ang gusto ko lang po sabihin sa lahat ay tulungan nyo kami na iparating ang mabuting balita sa mga kilala ninyo na hindi makapasa-pasa sa bar or magbabar, gagraduate sa law ngayong summer. Abangan nyo po yung aming magiging announcement in the next few days. Abangan nyo. At sasabihin ko sa inyo, I'm putting my credibility on this team because we want to help more lawyers. At syempre, kilala niyo si Brother John. Si Brother John ay kaya naging brother dahil kay Sister
Fel.
Kay Sister Fel. And ang gusto namin kasi, we have a mission of coming up with, not only competent lawyers, but ethical and good lawyers. Nakita na with values and virtues. At yan po ang pinapangatawan na namin. Para sa teachers, ang pagmamalaki ko sa inyo, ayan, mga top-notchers natin nandito, nakikinig. Ang gusto ko sabihin sa inyo, ang advocacy ko sa teachers ay, I'm not only making them good teachers in the classroom, I'm making them good models, good persons. Ganun din yung nurses. And this is also our opportunity to create great lawyers. And the great lawyers, how do you define great lawyers? What are great lawyers made of?
A lawyer with a conscience.
Lawyer with a conscience. Parang pang Miss Universe yung mga sagot na a lawyer with a conscience. Ibig sabihin ay, how will that be demonstrated?
He sticks not only to the letter of the code of professional responsibility, but also to its spirit.
The spirit of the law. Okay. What about you? What is an ideal lawyer?
An ideal lawyer is one who believes as in accordance with the highest law,
Which is the divine law. At yan, kita nyo ha, yun po yung pangarap namin. Kaya samahan nyo kami. Karang may tanong sa akin Carl, ba't mo nilibre ang civil service review buong Pilipinas? Sabi ko, I want to be part of nation building. Because I want to make sure that those who will become eligible to work in the government will have the proper values and have only competencies to serve well. Kaya strong kami sa values, sa good governance, ethics, strong kami doon. And that's what we're promoting. Okay, so God bless you all. Take care everyone. Ikalat po ang mabuting balita. Abangan, bakit may kasama akong dalawang abogado de Campanilla sa CBRC. Abangan niyo po in the next few days. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you sa inyo po dalawa. Salamat. Nakain na kami. Okay. Ayan, stop, finish, and there sa baba. There.